It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe and Kerri.
You can listen to us on the K92.3 app and on this podcast.
It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Miss Kerri Mack. Happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the work week. You know, there's a big thing happening today, Miss Kerri.
Yeah?
Yeah, the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Today
excited
is
for that.
the Olympic beginning.
Yeah, they're going to be like floating in on the Seine River.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that
it's
seems
gonna be
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, that seems pretty unique.
LeBron James is going to be one of the flag bearers for America.
Probably one of the stronger people at the Olympics. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Big, tall, muscular guy. I would think carrying that flag around would actually get kind of tiring.
Yeah, I bet. But it's like such a cool honor.
Sure.
I can only imagine.
I'm with you on that. How was your Thursday?
It was good. Just getting things squared away for next week when I go camping.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to plan ahead and prep.
Yeah. Because yesterday, I don't know if you were aware of this. You can go back and listen to this on the K92.3 podcast. Gabe, he kind of was not too happy with my lack of planning for camping.
Well, you still have some time, but to think you could fit a fully extended twin mattress in your Toyota Corolla, which is a beautiful car. I am not hating on that car at all. That is an awesome car, especially, for a single 26-year-old who wants to save to save on gas mileage. I mean, it is the perfect car. You don't have to schlep people around in it like the kids.
Yeah.
But thinking you can get a full twin, like a fully extended twin mattress in there is insane.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you believe it, it could happen. If you try hard enough.
I mean, you're going to end up sleeping on the ground. So what I want you to do is do a little bit better planning. Get yourself one of those air pump things that you plug into your car battery, whatever, and inflate the mattress when you get there.
Okay.
That's what we need you to do.
Okay, Gabe. I love how genuinely concerned Gabe is for me. And don't you want me to
You know what? Forget the mattress, Kerri. I have a cot you could borrow. How about that? That one I know will fit in the car, and I know you'll be able to sleep up off the ground. So you won't have any snakes chasing after you or something.
Snakes?
So Iowa has snakes?
Oh, shoot.
Don't leave that tent unzipped. It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Miss Kerri Mack. Happy Friday. We are going to play the 5-second rule game. Try to warm up some brain stems today.
Yes.
Miss Kerri, are you ready?
I am ready as I will ever, ever, ever be, Gabriel.
I want you to name 3 essentials when you are going camping that you need to bring and pack it with you.
Having Gabe on speed dial.
So cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.
I mean, it's not an essential, but it's smart to bring.
The best thing about this is I will be calling you up probably being like, hey, Gabe, my tent won't open up.
I know. I'll be very busy, though.
Oh, you will be?
Probably not. So I'll be able to help over the phone.
Thank you.
Give me a little FaceTime or something.
There we go.
I'm very concerned.
Genuinely, I believe you are concerned.
I'm very worried about your camping experience because you're going into it basically blind. All right, we got to do a little bit of prep.
I come back on that Tuesday because I'm taking that Monday off, and you're just like, Kerri.
You're going to come back looking like one of those people who spent way too long on Survivor.
But I'll be 10 pounds thinner.
Be disheveled. Your hair will be starting to have dreadlocks in it. You have bags under your eyes the size of Kentucky.
Earplugs, that's necessary, especially when you're camping around a lot of other people. And
earplugs?
Yeah, that's what they said on the website, to bring earplugs.
That's for the music, Kerri, not the actual
Yes,
camping.
it is. Yes, it is.
I'm talking about camping, right? We have cell phone earplugs.
Yes.
You know what? Number 1 would be a great start. I am so mad.
A tent.
Thank you. Can we just do that first? Could you please make it a priority that you have a structure to sleep in?
Yes.
I'm so mad right now.
Gabe, can you name 3 situations that you would be worried about me in?
When you wake up and go to work. When you go down the street for lunch. And then anytime you get in a vehicle.
Are you genuinely that worried about me?
No. But,
cool.
But you'll be all right. Okay. Kerri, I want you to name 3 toppings you could have on a burger.
Cheese.
Great start.
onions,
Great start.
and pickles.
Beautiful.
There we go. Not a pickle fan, right?
Not warm pickles.
Okay.
So like if they're in a jar out the fridge,
Okay.
love them.
But you don't like that deep fried stuff.
A nice crispy like cold pickle. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. Deep fried I'm not into.
Okay. Name 3 deep fried things that you could eat at the Iowa State Fair.
Well, I guess isn't a corn dog just a
Yes.
a hot dog deep fried? What else is deep fried at the fair? Cheese curds
Yeah.
are deep fried.
You can eat anything could be deep fried. at
Do
this
they have
fair.
deep fried ice cream this year?
I think so, and they have deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried Oreos. There we go.
There we go.
All right, Kerri, I want you to name 3 essential things you need to start a fire at a campsite.
A lighter,
That's a great start.
kindling,
Sure, yeah, that's a great start. Yeah. You definitely need that.
and lighter fluid.
Yeah, see, you cheat. That's what I always use, too. That's what I always use. And when I'm real desperate, we'll get some gasoline. Don't ever do that because you'll start your house on fire. Okay.
My turn.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe, can you name 3 things I should not bring with me camping?
Should not bring with you camping?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything you should not bring camping.
My cats.
You should. Well, yeah, that's probably a great idea. I'd leave them at home. Mm-hmm. You should not bring your cats. You should not bring anything that you potentially could easily get stolen that you're not going to keep track of. So if you have like a real nice family diamond heirloom, I wouldn't bring
Leave that at home.
Leave that at the crib. Yeah.
Okay.
And I would also not bring drugs.
Oh.
You got to have your wits about you when you're out in the thicket, as they say.
Even my anti-anxiety meds.
Leave them at home.
I'm gonna be wild at this festival. Like who? What? Where? What's going on?
It's the K Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Kerri Mack. And I have been trying to help lead Kerri and get her to see the light.
Yeah.
To see what needs to be important for her coming up next weekend on her big, how long are you camping? 2 days?
Well,
Like a day and a half?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, probably.
So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, wake up Monday, go home.
Yeah, that's the plan, unless I have jury duty, because then I'm going to have to leave Sunday night.
You know what's kind of interesting? I got something in the mail for jury duty as well. I am on call for jury duty late August.
Well, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club.
It must just be it must just be our turn, I guess.
I think so. And you've never been called in for jury duty before.
I have not. Nope. And right now I am on call. So on around the end of August, I have to call to see if they need me kind of thing. I think anytime you kind of tell them you like the radio guy, you kind of get out of it.
But then you still have to go in and you have to do that sort of thing because it's going to be an automated thing.
Do what sort of thing are you talking about?
You're going to have to still go in and report on that day.
I have to call to see if I have to go in. Mine's
Yeah.
all over the phone. I might not have to go in at
Yeah.
all. So
But
I
it's
don't know
gonna
if
be
it's
automated.
the same as yours.
It's going to be, I think we're both the same.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just know I have to call a phone number late August.
Yeah. That's what I have to do next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
So Monday you might have jury duty?
Right after I go to the Hinterland Music Festival.
Wow.
And
imagine being all hungover at jury duty.
What do you think
They're
I'm going to
take
get up to?
one look at you with dirt all over yourself, all over your
Dirt underneath the fingernails.
dreadlocks in your hair. And they're going to be like, you know what? This lady needs to just go home and shower, and then she can come back.
Yeah, there we go. And the worst part is I have to call on like Friday after 5 p.m. And guess where I'm going to be Friday after 5 p.m.?
Where?
I'm going to be at the music festival.
Oh, there you go.
So they'll hear,
Yeah, right.
Hey, do I have to go in?
Miss Kerri, we want some advice for you today. I need people to help me this morning. We need Kerri to see the light on things she might need to bring camping that maybe she wouldn't think of. You know,
Yeah.
I've already helped Kerri as far as I could take her. I need some other advice. You know, I've given her the ideas on things to bring to start a fire. All right,
I don't think I need to start a fire there.
Well, you might not have to. Yeah, but a lot of times it's a festival, so I guess I don't really know.
Yeah.
But at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., if you're just lounging around, maybe sitting around a nice warm fire could be nice.
There we go.
You know?
Okay.
Because if it's like upper 50s, low 60s, that'll be probably fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
But it's nice to kind of have a fire, keep the animals away.
I got you.
Yep.
I respect that.
So we need some camping tips for Kerri from the K Country Morning Show audience here today.
I've never actually gone camping before in my life.
Yep.
So that'll be an interesting experience. I've gone sleepaway camp for one night.
Sure. In like a cabin?
Not even a cabin. It was like a tent that was like 10 feet away from like our camp building.
Right.
So
it's like when the kids set up the tent in the backyard and sleep at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we need Kerri. We're going to call it Kerri's Camping Tips today on the K Country Morning Show. Message us some tips for Kerri's camp trip next weekend.
I really do need all the help
All of the help in the world.
Excuse me, Gabriel.
It's the K Country Morning Show. My name is Gabe Glidden, and back around July 4th weekend, we had wrote and talked about the number one disc golfer in the world, at least at the time, is an Iowa native. He had spent some time in the Waterloo area, the Cedar Rapids area, and if you checked out that story, you've obviously heard of the sport disc golf. If you don't know what this sport is, it's basically just golf, but played with discs and baskets instead of golf clubs, golf balls, and, golf holes. And I actually have some buddies from Minneapolis who are playing in a disc golf tournament in eastern Iowa this year, part of the PDGA Tour or whatever it's called, the Professional Disc Golf Association Tour. And my buddy mentioned, hey, I'm playing in a disc golf tournament in your area. Do you want to get a beer or something afterwards? And of course, I'm always down for that. But I said, well, hey, what if I caddy for you? I'll carry your clubs or it'd be discs. I'll carry your discs in the backpack. I'll hang on to your water, bring the towel, the whole 9 yards. So be ready for a little write-up later on today or sometime this weekend about that disc golf tournament. I've never really got to see people who play disc golf for money in the kind of a professional capacity. And I'm going to be a caddy in this disc golf tournament today. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Have you ever played any kind of disc golf before, Kerri?
No, but I do genuinely want you to teach me how to disc golf.
Oh, yeah, it's easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's fun. It's free.
Yeah.
You just throw a disc at a basket.
And I know it was big on like college campuses. Like
It's
when I went to
massive,
college, everyone was just throwing a disc.
Yep.
Discing for their life. And my friend was a big disc golfer with her boyfriend around our graduation. So I was like, this kind of looks fun. Also, I'm really bad at throwing a Frisbee.
Sure, yeah. Well, there was a point in time where my buddies and I, we played every day, twice a day, and some of them continued to do that on at this like incredibly high level. And I'm just excited to go kind of be a caddy and experience it and carry my buddies' discs and hang out. I haven't seen him in a couple years, so it'll be nice to just kind of shoot the breeze while he plays in a disc golf tournament for placing, they call it like points on his PDGA Tour.
Do they win money?
They can definitely win some money, yeah.
Does the caddy get, a stipend or something for this?
I don't think so. He might buy me a beer.
Okay, there we go.
Which is more than enough. I just think it's going to be cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing it, grabbing some photos, putting something together either later on in the afternoon today when it's over or sometime this weekend or whatever. So it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. It's in like the Cedar Rapids area, so I'll have to go and meet up with him in that location, and I'm pretty psyched for it.
I'm very happy for you. For someone who has golden retriever energy, disc golf is perfect for you.
Hey, go fetch. Come back,
buddy. I'll give you a Busch Light. You want a treat?
Dylan Scott's coming up. So is your Nashville news on the K Country Morning Show.
It's the K Country Morning Show on K92.3, and it's time for your Nashville News Minute. Post Malone, Beyonce, Machine Gun Kelly. It seems like everyone is trying to step into the country music sphere. And Nick Jonas, one of my first childhood crushes, he is actually apparently stepping in to the country music octagon, as Gabe would say.
Whoa, Nick Jonas is, he's getting a banjo or what?
He just posted a teaser making it sure seem like he's experimenting with country music. First off, he was recording in Nashville, which, it's Music City, so it's not necessarily just country music that he could be recording. He was recording with Shay Mooney of Dan and Shay, and also with Tommy English, who's worked with Casey Musgraves and Little Big Town in the past.
Wow.
On top of that, the video he posted in the studio is muted, so no one knows what the sound will be or if it's even country. But there are plenty of clues leading us to guess that he or they are about to drop a country song. I mean, the Jonas Brothers did collaborate with Bailey Zimmerman for last year's song,
Sure.
Strong Enough. Pretty good tune, I might say. So let me just say, this is all of my worlds colliding.
Nick Jonas has been known to play a Telecaster from time to time, which is a guitar very, very commonly associated with country music and maybe potentially, doing some chicken picking on the old 6-string. I'll be interested to see if he adds banjo in the mix.
There we go.
It's hard to tell sometimes the difference, like what makes something a country song? Is it just a label that releases it? Because there are, Metallica.
Yeah.
They play songs with just an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And then you have country stars who play songs with just an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters have an entire acoustic section of an album. What makes a song technically a country song or not? Is it the label that releases it? I've always kind of been curious about that.
There was this certain law about spicy photos at some point, or there was that sort of stuff, where they're like, we can't define it, but we know it when we see it.
Okay.
So we know it when we hear it.
I like that.
There we go.
That works for me. I've always just been curious.
Yeah, for me, I feel the same way. Honestly, read the full story in the K92.3 app. This is a great conversation to have.
Kind of a high-level disc golf tournament. I'm going to go caddy for one of them. And then I have another buddy who will be arriving to my house at about 6:30 for a weekend of shenanigans. What we get up to, I have no idea. But at some point, we will be on a golf course enjoying a day of golf. So that part I know for sure.
If Gabe was a golden retriever dog right now, his tag would be wagging like crazy.
My tail, yeah.
Yeah, your tail would be wagging like crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you are so.
We'd be practicing sit, stay.
And it would not be going. It would not be going well. It would not be going swimmingly.
There wouldn't be a ton of treats being handed out.
Yeah, no. I've got some exciting stuff going on this weekend, and by some I mean one thing. I have that remote tomorrow. Can't wait to see you at the Cedar Falls.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
Hy-Vee. They're going to be doing something cool for Iowa Irish Fest, so I'll be there from 9 to 11, and then I'm just going to be driving around, trying to make some extra money.
Hey, that's exciting. You're adding to your, your net worth. You're adding to your...
Which isn't big, to be honest.
You're adding to the... What am I trying to say? You're just trying to make more money, but... not necessarily gross, but you're just trying to become more liquid. You know what I mean? You're adding some liquidity to your net worth? This is a little too much finance for me. I don't really know all the terms.
This is why a man messaged me on Instagram and said, out of 30 minutes of music, you guys talked for 15 of them.
Well, I love that. Well, how many times do we talk an hour? 4?
I think he was over-exaggerating, too. And then he was like, can you please play John Party? And then gave me a handshake emoji. I was like, dude, no.
I'm going to go calculate. I'll do that right after we're done here. We've got Kenny Chesney, speaking of the tunes, Post Malone, Dierks Bentley all coming up. Thomas Rhett tickets could potentially be yours. We're giving you a chance to win some of those. And then we're going to get some camping tips for Kerri. Kerri's Camping Tips is what we're going to be calling this. In 7 days, she will be on her way to her first real kind of camping experience.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure she has all of the essentials that you need on a 2-day, maybe three-day camping excursion at a music festival, which isn't exactly the same as kind of going to the woods and roughing it, because you're going to be having a blast listening to some live tunes. But we want you to show up prepared, Kerri.
Yes.
We want you to enjoy the experience. So we need some tips on all the things Kerri needs to bring, what she's got to do, things to not forget that I would never think of. And we'll have that later on in the hour.
I'm going to be honest, Gabe. Do you really want it to go well for me, or do you want it to go so badly that I'll post about it on social media or complain about it the next day I see you?
Oh, no, I want it to go well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Miss Kerri Mack, and we're giving you a chance to win some Thomas Rhett tickets right about meow, but there's a couple things you have to do for us. First, one, be ready to call. I'm not saying do it right this second because you haven't even heard the clues.
Yeah.
And number 2 is listen to the clues.
Yeah, listen to the clues. I always love a good concert tee, and I am wearing one right now from one of the craziest concerts I ever went to in my entire life. The experience was crazy. Getting the tickets was crazy. And it was just a wild time.
And before you give away the clues, I want to stand up and give Kerri a big round of applause for this week. One of the interesting things about the radio is you have no clue what we look like or what we're wearing while we're in the studio. I mean, you might know what we look like from photos on the internet. But if Kerri truly wanted to, she could have kind of faked this bit all week and just read some clues about a country star. And, no harm, no foul. No one
Yeah.
would have known the difference. Kerri actually has worn these shirts all week long. She is committed to the bit Monday all the way up to today. So round of applause to Kerri for actually committing to the bit and wearing all of these kind of concert band tees. I find that incredibly impressive. That'd be just like Flannel Friday, right?
Yeah.
I could show up and say I got one on and we could make it up. But,
Yeah.
And no one would really know if I didn't. But
True.
we do it. We commit to the bit here on the K Country Morning Show.
Honestly, that's the one thing we do, in fact, do,
That's
which
right.
is commit to the bit. We might not be the funniest or the smartest group,
Definitely not that.
but we commit. We commit.
Yeah, so
There we
round of
go.
applause to Kerri. She
Thank
did
you.
all 5 days of these actual band tees, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I am wearing sweatpants today, so the effort was pretty low.
We didn't have to tell them that part.
I'm an honest person. Okay, here are the 3 clues for who's on my t-shirt so you can win tickets to go see Thomas Rhett at the Iowa State Fair this August. The first clue, he is known to tell some lies. Lies. He got in some trouble for throwing a chair off the roof of Eric Church's bar. And one of his biggest hits is Wasted on You.
What?
Wasted on You.
I know. I heard it. All right, we need caller number 9, 833-4985. Whose band tee, concert tee is Kerri wearing today? Also, just one big reminder, these are not tickets to get into the state fair. You will have to be able to do that yourself. But once you are in, the concert tickets will be good to go, and you can use them, obviously.
Yeah.
Caller number 9, 833-4985. Ready, set, go, and good luck. It's the K Country Morning Show. Who's this?
Kelsey?
Kelsey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you calling from, Kelsey?
New Hartford?
That's beautiful. Kelsey, are you a fan of Thomas Rhett? Would it be interesting to maybe see him in concert at the Iowa State Fair?
Yes, definitely.
Well, great news. You're caller 9. You have a chance to do just that. All right, Kelsey? Good luck here.
Okay, so Kelsey, I have a concert t-shirt on. I'm going to give you 3 clues as to who's on my t-shirt. And then after I give them all to you, you just give me your best guess, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the very first one. The person on my t-shirt, he is known to tell some lies. Number 2, he got in some trouble for throwing a chair off the roof of Eric Church's bar. And number 3, one of his biggest hits is Wasted on You.
Morgan Wallen.
That is correct. I was going to say, I really got to stay out of Eric Church's bars every time.
It's Gabe. There's just a giant photo of Gabe on my.
Congratulations, Kelsey. We hope you enjoy the Iowa State Fair. We hope you enjoy the Thomas Rhett Show. Have you made a trip to the Iowa State Fair at any point in your life yet?
Oh, yes, I've been quite a few times.
See, I got to get there for my first time. I have not made it yet.
It's a lot of fun. Have you seen any other concerts there?
No, I actually haven't been to a concert.
All right.
Oh, this will be a first. We love that.
Well, congratulations. We hope you enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, make good decisions, and don't forget to have some fun.
Perfect, thank you.
It's the K Country Morning Show with Gabe, Glenn, and Kerri Mack. Kerri does not, has never been on a camping trip. She does not know the camping experience. And we need to help her this morning with the K Country Morning Show on some vitals, some essentials she needs to bring. Now, she's not necessarily going to like a beach or a campground where, you walk down to the beach and hang out for the day or what have you. She's not bringing a camper.
Yeah.
She's going to be using a tent.
Yeah.
Which we have to get video of you trying to set that up because it'll be great. And Kerri, we got to get you some tips today. What are some things you should bring? Because yesterday there was a discussion about you thinking you'll be able to inflate your air mattress and then shoving it into your Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Which will not be doable.
The owner of the twin-sized air mattress is confident that I can fit it inside of my Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's one of our very trusted friends. So if you don't believe me, then you don't believe her.
I don't think I believe her.
Okay. Well, that's on you. I'm going to prove you wrong.
If it's a full twin mattress, Kerri, do you know how tall a bed is?
Yes.
How tall?
I can't give you inches, but I can give you general.
Feet. Give me general feet.
It's like this. Wait.
How are you going to fit that in your Corolla?
I'm going to put down one of the seats.
Okay.
I'm going to put down my front seat.
Okay.
So I can go like like kind of like saddle it in there.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of
And
doing.
what are you going to do if it just loses air the whole way there?
Then I am going to blow it up.
With what?
Like, the human way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just gonna
lung
do that.
power?
Yeah, lung power.
Okay, I respect it.
There we go. Or I'm gonna look confused and be like, "Hey, can a big strong man help me,
Yeah,
please?"
there you go. I like that play.
Have a pump, please.
I like that play. Nothing wrong with that. Use what you got.
Stick out my hairy legs. Like, hey, can someone help me, please?
What does Kerri need to bring camping?
Something else. Again, this is a music festival. I do have this sort of thing for me to lay on during the actual festival, like when I'm like not at my tent, and I do have to blow that up manually, so that's going to be a pain in the butt.
Got to use some lung power?
Yeah, because it's like it has like this like little blanket thing, and then like there's like a little pillow back, so I can like lean up. It's very comfortable, and it's a seat, so I'm very excited for that. I have a solar powered battery pack.
Okay. Is there electricity at where you're camping? Do they have like an electric outlet kind of thing?
I don't think so. Well, they have RVs.
Yeah.
So I think they have like camp hookups.
Sure. Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
If you're real desperate, you could sit by one of those for like an hour to charge a phone.
Or I can just go to my car.
Yep.
I could do that. I can just do that. I have to get sunscreen.
Okay.
I have to get some bug spray.
Bug spray for sure.
Sunscreen
sunscreen's not necessarily like an essential, but yes, it would be good for you to have.
Yeah. I don't want sun poisoning.
Sure. I do forget when you're on a more fair skin side. I'm not insulting. I'm not making fun of you. When your skin is fair, it's something you probably think about a little bit more frequently than I would because I'm fairly tannish.
Yeah.
So I don't really, when I go outside, it's like, I better cover up because I'm going to get burnt.
You should cover up. Everyone should put sunscreen on before they leave the house.
I know. They say you should do it in the winter when it's cloudy.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all that.
That's what dermatologists say.
I know. I'm not doing all that. I'll look like a piece of leather when I'm 80. I don't care. I'm 80. Doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever you say, buddy boy. And what else am I bringing? Oh, I'm bringing I have to go pick up these like electrolyte things so I can like put them in my water.
Okay.
So I can stay hydrated, and people lose a lot of electrolytes while they're camping.
Sure, yeah. Doing some sweating?
Yeah, sweating, doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
So,
What's that gonna? What? I mean, you could always go in your car though if you're real hot and turn on the
true.
AC.
I could do that. But
There's for someone who keeps their house at 60 degrees.
It's like 63 now.
Sorry. For someone who keeps their house at 63 degrees, it's going to be very interesting for you to be in like 80 to 90 degree heat for 2 days, 3 days straight. Once the sun goes down, though, it'll cool off.
Yeah.
Do you have a fan for sleeping at night?
I thought I had a fan right here. My biggest fan. Right over there, across the table from me.
What you should grab is like a fan you can hook up in your tent that like hangs from the
I want to get one of those
or whatever.
I want to get one of those.
Yeah, you should.
I
think we have one.
I want to get one of those neck ones.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like, you know how when you go to Disney World, they have the little like squirt bottles that are fans?
Yeah.
I want to get one of them.
There, you should. That'd be
But
great.
again, I don't want to spend too much money, so I'm trying to get the essentials where I, don't have to go too crazy. Like, I'm not getting like a TV.
Well, yeah, I would hope not. You're at a music festival.
Yeah. I'm not trying
You're not bringing the old Xbox 360.
leaving that at home.
Okay.
Don't even have one.
Right, okay.
Also, I don't trust myself not to lose those things.
That's
So we
true.
got to take into account what things should I bring that I won't lose.
Okay, well, let us know on the K92.3 app. Go ahead and give us a message or get a hold of us somehow. Some essentials that maybe we are not thinking of here on the K Country Morning Show that Kerri should bring. We do already have some help from Big Web, out of Cedar Rapids. He says bug spray, so we got that on the checklist. And alcohol. Now, we could ask this question.
Those are for the wounds. The wounds that I will get.
Rubbing alcohol? Is there something where you can rub alcohol like on your tent to prevent bugs? Or is he talking booze?
The problem is, the moment a bug bites me, I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. I don't care how much money I paid to be here. I'm going. I can't handle this.
It's the K Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Miss Kerri Mack. And Kerri's going to be doing some camping next week. We do have a little bit of a backup plan, though.
Honestly.
Is Kerri jumping tent for a hotel?
Honestly, there's supposed to be some rain in the forecast, and I don't know if I can deal with the rain.
Tenting in the rain can be tough to sleep.
Especially a first time like doing like legit camping.
It's so far away though. The weather changes all the time in Iowa. It'll probably end up being sunny and 90 for you. Just a perfect start to August.
We'll see about that. So we posted this on Facebook. When Kerri goes camping, she should bring blank. Fill in the blank.
Her dignity.
You're funny. Sarah said on Facebook, scissors. Sounds dumb, but you always need them.
Yeah, there you go. Scissors, maybe some zip ties as well.
I don't trust myself not to lose the scissors. Half of this stuff I'm going to lose. That's the problem. Because I can't find my pair of scissors at home, so I'm going to have to go out and buy a new pair of scissors.
Yeah, I mean, being you, I understand why that would be tough, yeah.
Were you just about to say being you sounds tough?
No.
Oh, my God, Gabe.
What else are the people saying you should bring?
Jesse said a cooler of beer.
Gotta have it.
I'm not a big beer gal.
That's true. You're more like vodka Red Bull.
Yeah, and I'm trying to wean myself off of those.
Wean myself off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aaron said matches, a flashlight/lantern. Here's the thing.
See, I have talked to Kerri about said lighter or matches. I do like the flashlight, though. That's great, even if to just have in your tent.
Yeah. My question is, why should I bring a flashlight when I have a flashlight on my phone?
In case your phone dies.
Good point.
Or, I don't know. There are plenty of reasons.
Lisa.
Maybe your phone's on like 7% and you're really trying to save that 7%.
That's,
Kerri, you're camping here. The whole world is not about your iPhone. Okay, you're going to be out there exploring nature, getting one with the environment, enjoying the smell of fresh grass in the morning. You'll have birds chirping away at you at 4:30 a.m. It's going to be great.
Oh, great. We love it. Lisa said toilet paper.
That's great.
That's actually good. Can't count on bathroom being stocked if there are a lot of people. Always carry some in your pocket.
That is actually genius.
Smart.
Bring
That's
a couple rolls. Yeah, and if you end up not using a ton of it, you can use toilet paper. It's like a nice fire starter.
Yeah. What?
Which I don't think you're going to do.
What is it about you and me starting a fire? Do you want me to try to start a fire?
No, but I have never
I will burn the campgrounds down by accident.
No, you won't. I have never once in my life, out of the hundreds of times I've gone camping, not at some point had like a fire in the evening.
That's a you thing. You just love a fire.
Everybody lights fires camping. There are going to be fires around the entire campground.
Then why do I need to light
it?
Then why do I need to set a fire if there's already fires all over?
What, are you going to stumble on over to someone else's fire and say, "Can I sit here?"
Maybe that's how I meet the future love of my life.
That'd be great. I hope that happens for you. But if the odds are that doesn't, I just want you to be able to have your own fire for your own s'mores and cooking your own hot dogs.
I'm not bringing hot dogs with me. I'm just going to buy food from the festival. But I do like s'mores.
So we're not really camping. We're just sleeping outside at a festival is what it sounds like.
Okay.
I'm worrying a lot less about your deal now.
Crystal said this is right down my alley.
Jeepers Cripes.
Crystal said this is right down my alley. I do all kinds of camping, from roughing it in a tent to camper camping and everything in between. First things first, bug spray. A fan because it's going to be hot. Lots of extra clothes. You will sweat through everything. She knows me super well. Flashlight and lantern for inside of tent. Speaking of tent, get a tent that you can stand up in. You'll thank me later. A cooler, water, hot dogs and buns, cooking fork, marshmallows, chocolate and grams, extension cord, phone charger, air pump for air mattress. Don't forget a pillow and some lighter weight blankets. I use a top sheet for those hotter summer days. Don't forget your camp chair, wood, fire starter, newspaper, dryer lint, anything that can help get it going. Let's go camping sometime.
I use dryer lint at the house all the time. See how there's a lot of people here mentioning stuff about fire, Kerri?
The thing is, I love a good fire. I respect it from a distance. I really do. But I know I will either burn myself or I'll look...
How? You're 26 years old and we need to be able to light something with a match and start a fire.
The only time I'm starting a fire is in my own home with a cute little candle that smells like the ocean, Gabriel.
On the way, we've got Chris Young. We've got maybe Jelly Roll coming up. We'll see what I feel like. I'm just so disappointed on the K Country Morning Show. It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Miss Kerri Mack. And coming up this hour, something pretty exciting. We're going to talk to someone with Veridian Credit Union, the presenting sponsor for the Iowa Irish Fest.
It's going on next weekend. It's going to be the biggest party in Waterloo in the Cedar Valley. It's always a great time. And we're also, after the interview, going to give you a chance to win a 4-pack or 2 to the
Hey,
festival.
we're giving away a pack, not a pair, a pack.
We have, hold on. What do we have here? We have a 4-pack of tickets right here in my hands. We could be giving that to you today.
Beautiful.
So you can go to Iowa Irish Fest. Plus, like Gabe said, we're talking to someone who knows what's going on.
That's right.
We like to think we know what's going on, but this lady's like,
Boots on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's working very hard. Right now, it's like the last week before Iowa Irish Fest. So I'm just imagining all of the officials are just scrambling to make sure everything is.
It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Kerri Mack. And on the phone with us, we have a special guest, Julie from Veridian Credit Union, the presenting sponsor for Iowa Irish Fest, which is the biggest celebration of Irish culture here in Iowa. Julie, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
We're glad we have some time to speak with you here today. Iowa Irish Fest, one of the biggest Irish festivals in the world. Julie, I don't want to throw you under the bus. You can always say no here, but are you a fan of green beer?
Not really the green beer, I'm going to have to say.
Okay, that's all right.
That's okay, but they're putting you on the spot there. But Julie, we are also excited for Iowa Irish Fest. It's not only a great thing for like celebrating Irish culture, but a great thing for the city of Waterloo and the community. You were telling us before we hopped on the air with you, there's some great entertainers coming through this year, right? Who are you the most excited to hear from?
There is. Well, I have 2 that are usually my favorites, but it's getting to be so many of them now that it's getting hard to pick. But we have Scythian back on Friday night, and they are always one of the fan favorites.
100%.
And then the Screaming Orphans. Yeah, the Screaming Orphans are coming back for all 3 days, too. But we got some new headliners this year, which I'm pretty excited about. So Enter the Haggis is coming Friday and Saturday night. And then the High Kings are back again this year, and they're just doing Sunday only, though.
Okay, so if you want to see them, you have to get out there on Sunday for sure.
Right. And before I forget to mention it, there's so much entertainment going on, so everybody might need to do like I do and download the Iowa Irish Fest app. We have it for the Android and the Apple iPhones, and so that is a great way to have the schedule in your pocket the whole weekend of the fest so that you don't miss out on all your favorite acts.
We'll hear more from Julie from Veridian Credit Union, the presenting sponsor of Iowa Irish Fest, in just a few minutes, right here on K92.3. It's the K-Country Morning Show on K92.3. It's Kerri Mack and Gabe Glidden. We're talking to Julie from Veridian Credit Union, the presenting sponsor for Iowa Irish Fest this year. Julie, we were talking about this beforehand. There is so much going on at the festival. It's getting almost so big that you have to go for multiple days. So tell us more about some of the cultural experiences that people can go check out this year.
Sounds good. Yeah, I definitely recommend coming all 3 days because some things only happen one of the 3 days and some things will repeat. So there's so much going on. If you've got kids, you got to bring the kids down during the day. We have a family fun and learning area. It's down by Newton's at Anton's Garden area. So there's like inflatables and kids' activities, and they even have their own entertainment stage down there for the kids, which I think is really fun. And then if you keep walking your way down towards Lincoln Park, you come through the Cultural Village area, and that will have another stage of entertainment there. And you get to see some hands-on stuff there, like the blacksmiths making some of their unique crafts. And then you're going to keep on going, and you'll come to like the Lafayette Street stage, and that's going to be almost as large as the Nagel stage. So there's really good entertainment going on there as well. And if you keep going, we moved the merchandise area this year, so you can shop on the the block that's right in front of Jameson's there and find all sorts of fun Irish merchandise in there.
Iowa Irish Fest going on in Waterloo, Iowa, August 2nd through the 4th. And, as Julie said, we definitely recommend checking out all 3 days just to make sure you don't miss anything.
It's a lot of fun. There are so many cultural events, so much great food, so much great performances. You're definitely going to want to, you won't have enough time to do everything you need to do in one day.
That's right. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and give you a chance to win some tickets right about meow. We have a 4-pack.
Yeah, 4-pack of tickets to Iowa Irish Fest for next weekend. All you need to do is call us up, 833-4985, be caller number 9, and you'll be winning a 4-pack of tickets. Again, one ticket gets you in for all 3 days.
It's the K-Country Morning Show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with right now?
Eric.
Eric, what's up, dude?
Oh, just working.
Hey, beautiful. Where are you working at, man?
Oh, in Waterloo.
All right, cool. Right on.
Yeah, can you tell us what you do? You don't have to give too much specifics, but like the general genre of your job.
Lineman for Mid-American.
Oh, right on. All right, hard at work. All right, well, we better let you know you're caller number 9. You've won some Iowa Irish Fest tickets. We'll let you get back to work, helping carry America.
Thanks.
So who do you think you're going to bring with you to Iowa Irish Fest?
Oh, probably my brother.
Oh, that'll be a fun time. Have you guys gone before?
Yep.
Okay.
What a nice guy. If my brother won tickets to something, I'm the last person he's calling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he has a...
What a nice brother.
Man, bros for life. We love it.
Congratulations, Eric. We hope you have a great day, man. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy Iowa Irish Fest.
Thanks.
It's the K-Country Morning Show, and K92.3 and our very own Miss Kerri Mack is going to be out on the scene tomorrow. You're going to be at Hy-Vee.
Yeah, I'm going to be broadcasting from there, the Hy-Vee in Cedar Falls. This is kind of in partnership with Iowa Irish Fest. It's their Hy-Vee barbecue special that's going on. So in partnership with Iowa Irish Fest, Hy-Vee's exclusive rib and potato blowout sale will occur July 27th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's when I'm going to be there. It's at Crossroads Hy-Vee in Waterloo and College Square Hy-Vee in Cedar Falls. So both Hy-Vees are participating in this. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can purchase fully cooked and ready-to-eat ribs for just $15
Wow.
for one, or 2 for only $25. Will I be using part of my paycheck to buy some of these ribs? Yes, indeedly do. I will be doing that.
You basically just have to heat them up, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Whether you do it in the microwave or in the oven or on your grill, whatever you want to do. That's pretty convenient. Kind of nice.
The K92.3 truck is going to smell so much like ribs. Let me tell you what, brother, it's going to be good.
You think so?
I will be bringing some home.
It would be kind of cool if when you get home, you dive on into an entire rack of ribs at noon and you're just food faded for the rest of the day. Kerri's just going to be out of commission by about 1:30 on Saturday after eating these ribs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I have to do it. I have to taste test because I'm a journalist.
Yes, you have to do it for the job.
I'm a person of the people, Gabriel. You can also grab a bag of potatoes at a discounted rate. I'm running out of potatoes, so this is a great, always good to get potatoes. Live events will take place at Crossroads Hy-Vee in Waterloo, featuring a friendly competition among the Cedar Valley. Who can sell the most ribs and potatoes, Waterloo or Cedar Falls?
Oh, Waterloo versus Cedar Falls in the rib potato selling contest, huh?
Representing Waterloo, it's Councilman Steve Simon and Dave Boson.
Okay.
And then representing Cedar Falls, Mayor Danny Loddick. So make sure you purchase your discounted Iowa Irish Fest tickets while you're there, and you can celebrate the rich history of Irish cuisine by enjoying mouth-watering ribs and, of course, potatoes. Potatoes. I love potatoes, let me tell you.
We love that. Well, be ready for Kerri to be broadcasting live on Saturday from 9 to 11 with K92.3. It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Kerri Mack. It's 9 o'clock right on the dot here, 68. And we should have a pretty solid day today. Once again, some sunshine, maybe a little clouds thrown in there, but overall we should have a pretty decent day. Sam Hunt, Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, all coming up. And in a couple of weeks here, and by a couple, I mean 7 days, 1 week, Kerri will be doing some camping. She's headed off to Hinterland, which is a music festival in St. Charles, Iowa. And Kerri's never gone camping before. We want some help trying to compile a list of things she needs to remember to bring. We talked a little bit about this earlier, but we didn't get to every comment.
Yes.
So we are going to get to those coming up here in about 10 minutes on the K-Country Morning Show.
And just to preface with this, I've done like a night sleeping outside before. I've done that. I've slept in a car before. a little nap while we're doing a road trip with the family. But this will be my first time doing an extended stay.
Sure.
Outdoors.
Have you ever set up a tent before?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
The way you're saying that does not it doesn't show me a lot of confidence is what I'm trying to say.
I think
it's the K Country Morning Show. Kerri is going to a music festival in 7 days in St. Charles, Iowa. She's going to be doing some camping, and we need to know what are some essentials that Kerri needs to bring as just an inexperienced camper. It's not something you do a lot. It's not something you've done a ton of in your life. By that, we kind of mean little to zero.
Yes.
So we want to make sure we set you up for success.
Yes, my family, we were never the going camping sort of family because my mom has back issues and my dad's just not a big fan of sleeping outdoors. So we just never did it. We were always the go to a nice Holiday Inn, swim in the pool, do that sort of thing. So we posted this on Facebook. Fill in the blank. When Kerri goes camping, she should bring blank.
I have an idea. I don't know if I've seen yet from the comments.
Okay.
So now, since you're not going to do a fire, I think we've kind of ruled that out. You're likely not going to start a fire at your campsite in the fire pit thing.
Well, now I kind of want to prove that I can.
Well, one positive thing about when you start the fire is you can use it to kind of burn your paper plates.
Okay.
Or your paper cups. But if you're not going to do it, because you don't want to throw plastic in there, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to do a fire, then what you should bring is a couple Glad trash bags to throw away your trash.
That's what I was thinking too.
So I would definitely bring some of those.
But then that's more stuff to carry back. So now.
Well, they'll have garbage.
True.
Garbage
You're right.
is at the campsite.
You're right.
Somewhere.
You're right. Because everyone believes I won't be able to do it, so I think I might do it.
The fire?
Yeah.
I believe you can do this, and if not, it's something you need to learn to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa said tank, shorts, and tequila. That's what I need to bring.
That sounds like a day at the beach.
Oh, my God. I don't know if I can do tequila, especially in that heat. Dylan said first aid kit and tweezers. I will be bringing those for sure.
You have a first aid kit?
I have a first aid kit.
Beautiful.
A lot of Band-Aids that I know I'll definitely need. John said, I'm with Gabe. If you're not going to have a fire with hot dogs and s'mores, just book a room at a hotel.
Yeah. I'm kind of on that train, but you know what? I do want you to experience sleeping outside, setting up your own tent. Mm-hmm. Here's another thing we haven't discussed. Have you ever noticed, Kerri, or maybe you haven't, but when you buy a tent and you have to try to fold it up and get it back in the stupid little bag and the box.
It's never the same.
It never goes in the same.
It never.
It is impossible. So what Corey and I always do is we'll get little bungees.
Yeah.
We'll roll the tent up, use the bungees. We'll roll it up as best as we can, use bungees to kind of keep it tight. And we basically throw the box and the bag away and just put it with our camping box.
That's smart.
Instead of trying to fit it back into the thing that it's never going to fit back in.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been planning this camping trip for months, and now the closer we get to it, reality is hitting, and I don't know if I will be capable of camping.
I think you can do it. I think you need to go into something that maybe you don't have a ton of experience with and tackle it.
Okay, yeah.
You know? Go into it and say, hey, this is going to be, and even if it stinks.
I did it.
You did it. You went through some adversity. This is the adversity I'm talking about, Kerri.
Yeah,
you got to persevere.
That was what I was thinking, for months leading up to this. And then, no offense, but everyone has that voice in their head, their anxiety. My mom is my voice of anxiety.
Sure.
She's like, do you have a tent? Do you have this? Do you know how to do this? And I was like,
to be fair,
I don't have a tent.
Do you have a tent?
I'm going to get one this weekend. I'm going to Shields. Gonna go pick one up after my remote.
Okay. I thought you told me you were getting a tent last weekend.
No, I'm doing it this weekend.
All right.
I was working. I was doing the ride share so I could save some money for this.
You come to my backyard, set it up once so you know that.
Will you actually let me come to your
backyard? I'll let you do it. I'm not going to go out there.
Will you show me how to make a fire?
Well, that's super easy. Yeah, I could do that. I do have a buddy coming, so if we're there, yes, I'll obviously help you.
Yeah.
But if not, yes, you can stumble on into my backyard and try to set up a tent. I'll let Corey know.
Imagine 2 a.m. I stumble in there Gabe, I gotta figure this
it's
out.
off limits.
Oh.
It's the K Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Kerri Mack. What does Kerri need to bring for kind of her first experience camping? Because we want her to have fun. We want this to be a good time here. Dell from Fayette, she says, doesn't the friend loaning you the mattress have a pump to blow it
Yep.
up with? Also, don't forget towels and wet wipes. Does the pump plug into an outlet?
It's a plug-in thing.
Like in the car or an outlet?
I think in an outlet.
Well, if they have electricity at the campsite, you might just be able to pump it up there. I would not put an inflated mattress in your car.
Okay.
If something hits it and it gets a tiny hole in it, you'll all of a sudden not have air in the mattress by the time you get there.
Yeah.
I'm convinced it won't fit in your car, but even if it does, it's going to take up just a crap ton of room for all the other stuff you need to bring.
Yeah.
I would inflate it when you get there.
Okay.
Especially if they have electricity at this place. I mean, if RVs are there, they definitely have electricity on site.
Okay.
There we go.
We'll think about that.
Yeah, all right. Iowa Girl says, if you plan to continue camping, Iowa Girl has got a lot of messages for us here that I haven't been able to get through. We're already on your next camping trip here.
Imagine I end up loving camping.
It's just the greatest
It
thing of
becomes
all
my
time.
thing. Oh my God.
I will try to bring these up if you want to explain for anyone who's just tuned in. Kerri, what is this camping trip?
So I'm going to a music festival next weekend. I'm very excited. I'm going for all 3 days. And the ticket I have, camping comes with it. So, I can choose to not go camping, but I paid a little bit extra, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it's not going to be a huge loss if I don't go camping, but I want to try camping.
Yeah.
I think it would be a really cool experience.
Good learning experience.
Yeah, I've never gone camping
if there's
in this way before.
If there's an apocalypse, you should have a basic idea of how to sleep outside.
Because if the zombies come, if the world is ending, I'm one of the first people out. If the Wi-Fi's cut out, if there's no running water, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm hitting the road.
All right, we have a handful of tips here, Kerri, from Iowa Girl out of Plainfield. Okay, she says, please take a foot pedal pump for your air mattress. It's a good idea to already blow it up, but it does take up a lot of room in your car, and it's more than likely going to get a hole. She also says you could take a small electric pump and find a hookup, which is kind of what we had just talked about. She also sent us a couple links on how to get these pumps and where and what have you. They also have these ones that plug into your car if you have the car adapter. And then finally, if you plan to continue camping, invest in a camp core.
Cot, probably.
That's right. It might have been a typo. A camp cot, which keeps you off the ground and won't require air. So much better if it does rain. I do have a couple of cots at the house, Kerri. They are fairly heavy duty.
Would I be able to borrow one?
Maybe not for your first run, though, because I'm not sure if I'll get it back. You've mentioned many a times here about how
could I lose a cot?
I don't know, but if someone could find a way.
It's going to be me.
It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe, Glenn, and Kerri Mack. Happy Friday. Today is the opening ceremony at the Paris Olympics. We're already seeing a ton of it. If you're watching any of the coverage on the TV at any point this morning, it is all over the news. So it's pretty cool. The Olympics are back.
Yeah, they are back. And like Gabe said, the opening ceremonies are this evening. Over 10,000 athletes will compete across 32 different sports. Team USA has the youngest and oldest athletes this year.
Wow.
Gymnast Hesley Rivera just turned 16, and 59-year-old Stephen Peters will compete in the fancy horse dancing event, dressage.
That is beautiful.
That's going to be really cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
What an age gap there.
Yeah, no,
Holy
it's wild.
smokes.
Imagine looking at this 59-year-old and being like, oh, you're my peer, and being like that man, and looking at a 16-year-old and being like, oh, we are Olympians. We are both Olympians.
We are Olympians. Right.
There are 329 events across 32 sports, including 4 sports they're testing out this year: surfing, skateboarding, shaka bra, sports climbing, and breakdancing.
I feel like skateboarding was in the last Summer Olympics. So I don't really know if maybe they're doing another test run.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive or maybe they were just doing a World Cup of skateboarding.
Yeah, I think
I
that
don't
could
think
be
so.
it.
I got to look this up here. When was last Summer Olympics? 2020?
Yeah, 2021 technically. Since the first modern games in 1896, 10 sports have been dropped. They include croquet, polo, lacrosse, motorboating, and tug of war.
Yeah, skateboarding was at the 2020 Olympics. So if they're doing it again, how are they testing it if they already did?
Maybe it's a new type of skateboarding, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like longboarding versus penny boards.
Sure, fair enough.
That sort of thing. But I'm very excited to watch this year's Olympics. I want to see the skateboarding. I want to see the surfing. And I definitely want to see the women's Team USA basketball team.
It's the K-Country Morning Show, and we're going to end the program today with a little game we like to call Celebrities Gabriel Doesn't Know. I forgot to hit the button. There we go. I got it. I got there. Sorry. It's Friday. I'm getting ready to go be a caddy in this professional disc golf tournament, but I am going to give you my best effort for the next however long this takes.
I'm going to place a bet. You will know 3 of the people I mentioned today, and that's
Okay.
it. Today is July 26th. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. You share a birthday with this 51-year-old woman who played...
51. Wow, we're already in the 50s?
Yeah, Celine the Vampire in Underworld, a sexy vampire hunter in Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing, and Adam Sandler's wife in Click.
Just a celeb crush of all celeb crushes.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone at some point, every just human in general at some point has a crush on this lady. That's Kate Beckinsale.
That's correct. That's correct.
Babe.
What was it that gave it away?
I know those movies just from
Okay.
like the previews. What's kind of funny, and obviously I've seen Click. What's kind of funny is those movies sort of stink. Like a lot of her movies are not great.
I don't think she's well known for her acting capabilities. It's more like the modeling stuff, right?
Yes, she's party.
Okay. This 53-year-old man was the former Bachelor and Bachelorette host.
Former? Did he get kicked off?
There was a whole thing that happened.
His name is Chris Hansen?
Harrison.
Chris Hansen's the different guy. Different host. Chris Harrison, sorry.
Okay. This 60-year-old is America's sweetheart. She was in The Proposal, Miss Congeniality, Practical Magic, one of my favorite human beings on the planet.
Is this one of the 3 I should know?
Yes. The Blind Side.
Oh. She was married to Jesse James. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a
If
second.
you don't know who this is, I will actually scream.
I have her pictured in my dome piece. She was on Ellen.
She's been on Ellen quite a few times.
Yes.
Gabriel, come on.
She's in that movie Speed with Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
Hold on. The Blind Side. It's hard to think with this playing in the background.
Practical Magic.
That doesn't help me at
The
all.
Proposal with Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. What is her name? What is her name, Kerri?
Sandra Bullock.
Yes. I knew it.
Oh, no.
I knew it.
God, that killed me.
I obviously know who that is. I couldn't think of her name.
Oh, my God. Okay.
She was married or dated or whatever, that motorcycle designer, right?
He's a dirtbag. He cheated on her.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Okay, this 68-year-old is a figure skating star who won gold in the 1976 Olympics.
1976?
Yeah. She has the same first name as one of the characters from your least favorite movie.
I have a lot of least favorite movies.
We're off to see the Wizard of Oz.
Dorothy Hamilton.
Dorothy Hamill, you got it.
Let's go. That's close.
Okay, this 79
Go, Big Dorth. Come on, now.
This 79-year-old played Deckard Shaw's mom in The Fate of the Furious, Nick Cage's mom in the second National Treasure movie,
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Sarah Winchester in Winchester, and the elderly assassin Victoria Winslow in the Red movies.
Helen Mirren.
You know Helen Mirren, but you don't know Sandy B.
Well, I know who Sandy B is. I couldn't remember her name, but Helen Mirren is in I love those National Treasure movies. I went and saw that like 5 times in theaters.
This 81-year-old, I don't know why he's still alive, but let me tell you, he's killing it in like leather pants. He has the lips that launched 1,000 hits, including I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Mick Jagger?
Mick Jagger, that's
the
correct.
Rolling Stones.
There we go. Okay, we're going to move on to the people who are no longer with us. Okay, this man died in 1999. He was the director of The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Dr. Strangelove, Eyes Wide Shut, and Spartacus.
This is my buddy's. I have a buddy who's very into film, and he really got me into all this guy's movies. That is Stanley Kubrick.
You got it.
There
You
we
got
go.
it, King.
That's my buddy's favorite director.
Today is National All or Nothing Day. 35 days until Labor Day weekend.
All right. Also, my father's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to Greg. All right, we'll be back to talk to you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Don't forget the world's full of nice people. If you can't find one, you gotta be one.